Today, what I want to be able to show you is how to take one video and turn it into 20 pieces of content. That's right. We are going to save some time, energy, and hopefully some money by walking through this content strategy. My working professionals, creators, entrepreneurs, I need y'all to tap in. Listen, if you're tired of fighting distractions at home or bouncing around from coffee shop to coffee shop, then Bamboo has exactly what you need to be able to lock in and get your work done. In addition to having flexible meeting rooms and event space, they've got a community that actually supports you while you're in the building. So if you're ready to lock in some space right now, guess what? I got you. If you head over to bamboocowork.com right now and use the promo code BlackFriday20, you'll get 20% off any of your rental bookings. Don't waste any more time. Head over to bamboocowork.com and take care of that. Use that promo code. I'll be seeing you at a Bamboo location sometime soon. Now, let's go ahead and get back into the episode. What up, though, Black Fridays family? Welcome back to another installment of the Black Fridays podcast. Before we get into today's episode, hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment, send videos to family, friends, and loved ones so that we can keep this thing going. Now that we got that business out of the way, today what I want to be able to show you is how to take one video and turn it into 20 pieces of content. That's right. We are going to save some time, energy, and hopefully some money by walking through this content strategy. And before I get to that point, I got to talk to you about why this is important in the first place. Keeping up with social media and posting every day or as much as possible is very time consuming and can be draining. You could be figuring out, how do I come up with new, exciting content all the time to be able to captivate the people that you're trying to reach? Next thing you know, you're burnt out. You don't really care to engage on social media as much, and you end up with nothing. But what if I told you that based on what you've already put out, you are sitting on the gold mine of content that wouldn't cost you any extra money, time, or effort in order to amplify? And that's the goal of today's episode. It's not to create more content, but to get more value from the content that you already have. And the cheat code to do that is to invest in more long form content. Now, when I say long form, what exactly do I mean? If I'm talking about digital and video content, typically that's 10 minutes or more. Even though now in the age of social media, it could seem like anything over a minute and a half would feel like long form. What are examples of long form content? Well, that could be a YouTube video. That could be a podcast that you listen to. It could be a webinar. And you would think that nowadays all of this content is very popcorn, here today, gone tomorrow. But there's a reason why long form content is so successful and has stood the test of time for so long. Number one, it allows you to build trust and credibility with your audiences. You're getting a chance to sit with them for a long period of time. They can hear your thoughts. They can understand the way that you approach things, and it allows you to build that authority and it allows you to build authority with them, being the expert in whatever it is that you are producing. And the only way that that connection can get deeper is if people physically pay to come and attend an event. Outside of that, long form content is probably the next best thing in terms of capturing someone's attention and engagement. Think of it as long-term relationship building. What we're going to do by the end of this episode is we're going to build an Amazon warehouse of content to be distributed, and it's all going to be built on the foundation of long form. Now, what I do for the Black Fridays podcast, I'm able to show up on multiple different platforms each and every week as I develop episodes. I talk to guests. I have compelling conversations. The only way that I'm able to do so is being able to take long form content, which are my actual podcast episodes, and then being able to turn that into clips and other forms of content that allows me to stay present and drive engagement on different social media platforms. It also allows me to save time and effort from developing new content ideas because there's a gold mine of content from what I've already produced. And as I mentioned, there are multiple touch points that we all have access to in this digital age. And to be honest, we need to try to show up in as many of those as possible based on whatever your content strategy is or what you would like for it to be. Keep in mind, some people watch YouTube, some people watch Instagram, some people listen to podcasts, some people do all the above, but you want to be able to have as many touch points with them as possible so that they will take the time to be able to invest in you and your content, so that they will take the time to invest in you and your content. I know that you may be thinking, wouldn't it be time consuming to be able to actually repurpose content? Don't you have to go in and clip up episodes and do some additional editing in order to put it all into a package so that it could fit on these different platforms? The short answer is yes. But for me, I'm able to do so by using two different methods, and both of them include AI. One allows me to create text-based content. So think of like a tweet, a post, LinkedIn post, things like that. And the other allows me to create visual when it comes to video and or photo. And the other allows me to create visual, either a video or a photo asset that I'm able to put on different platforms. Before I get into the two platforms that I use in order to help me develop my multiple pieces of content, go ahead and pause this podcast, send it to someone who you think that would be able to benefit from it as well. Go ahead and send them this podcast episode so that they can get in on the lesson as well. All right, so now let's get to it. The two platforms that I'm able to use is ChatGPT and Opus Clip. So with ChatGPT, what I do is that I take the transcript from all of my podcast episodes and I'm able to upload to the platform and ask it for different pieces of content. For example, I can say, take this podcast transcript and provide me 5 post ideas that I'm able to put on Facebook, LinkedIn, Threads, etc. And if you need to know how to extract transcripts from YouTube videos or from videos in general, if you go into Google and you put in transcribe videos, there are so many different ways in order to get the transcription. And once you have it, that's a very powerful tool because, as I mentioned, you can put it into chat and have it generate so many different content ideas for you. And the second tool that I use, this has been a huge time saver for me and worth every penny of the investment. And this video is not sponsored by them, but I am definitely a heavy user of the platform, and that's Opus Clip. With Opus Clip, you could upload a video directly from your computer, or you'll be able to take a YouTube link and add it to the platform, and it will provide you anywhere between 20 and 30 clips from that particular video. And once you place that video into the tool, you can tell it to provide you clips for social media. You can tell it to provide you, you can ask it for clips for social media for a shorter version of the longer video that you created. It'll provide you captions on the videos, and then I believe it might even make captions for social media as well. And they have ways to directly post to social media. So Opus Clip has been a huge help for me in terms of taking my podcast videos and being able to scale them down to make them more digestible so I can show up on more platforms. And I have the paid version. It provides a lot of perks to you. I think it's only like $19, $20 a month, but they do have a free version as well where they have their watermark on the videos, but regardless of which way that you decide to go, it is an extremely helpful tool to be able to take some of the video that you have, short or long form, and being able to repurpose it. And it has like great editing features to help you along the way as well. All right, now let's get into the 20 pieces of content that you can create from your single video. And then for the first 3, we're going to start with YouTube. Number 1, upload your video to YouTube. It's the biggest search engine platform in the world, and it's going to drive a ton of engagement. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? Number 2, YouTube Shorts. YouTube has been big in investing in their short form content, and you want to make sure that you're a player in that as well. Number 3, YouTube Community Posts. This is a feature that's similar to Facebook where you could just make a post to be able to talk about your video or your platform. All right, now let's take it over to Instagram. Number 4, Instagram Reel. Once again, short form video. Instagram is heavy on this. Make sure that you are as well. Number 5 is Instagram post or carousel. Think about this as images or screenshots from your video that you're able to tell a story with on the platform. And then number 6 is being able to upload to Instagram stories as well. Number 7, let's take it over to Facebook. You can actually make a Facebook post, whether that be a video, photo, or text. That's an extension of your video. And also number 8, you can post to your Facebook stories as well. Don't forget about those Facebook stories. Number 9, one of YouTube's biggest competitors and also has a pretty good algorithm for reach is TikTok. posting those short form videos allows you the opportunity to be seen in different spaces. Number 10, if you're still on Twitter, you could take some copy from the episode, from the transcript, and post it on there. You can do the same thing with number 11, which is Instagram's version of Twitter called Thread. Number 12, if you want to get a little bit more authoritative and professional, you can head over to LinkedIn and you can make a post over there based on your podcast episode. Number 13 is a little bit of inception, because you can do exactly what you're listening to right now and create a podcast episode by extracting the audio from the video and then posting that to the streaming platforms, your website, etc. But you can develop a podcast episode from a long form video. So now let's talk about some more tried and true ways when it comes to written content you can develop from that transcript that you'll get from the video. Number 14, blog posts. Yes, blogs are still alive. You're talking to somebody who lived through the blog era at its golden stages, but it's a little bit different now and it's still relevant. So you can create a blog post from your podcast episode. Number 15, I do this often, being able to develop a newsletter, taking a podcast episode, being able to extract out the key points and putting that into a newsletter format that you can email out to your listeners or people who are affiliated with the platform. Number 16, email announcements, being able to take that information from the podcast, if there's a special announcement or event coming up, and turning that into an email that you could send out to your community as well. Number 17, you could take a video transcript, and depending on the information that's in it, you can ask chat to create you copy for a website page, or you can even, if you're really fancy, you can ask it to create a website for you. Number 18, you would be able to create a flyer. So nowadays we have AI platforms that allow you to be able to create either information for a flyer or the flyer itself. So you can take that transcription, turn it into a flyer. Number 19, you can create a press release. So if you have information that's talking about an upcoming product or event, then you're able to take that, put it in the chat and say, hey, can you develop a press release based on what you heard from this transcript? Last but not least, one of my favorites, but I think is also underrepresented, is being able to develop either a book or an ebook. Think about taking transcriptions from all of your videos, especially if you are a thought leader in a certain space and you want to be able to get your name out there. If you were able to take that information and use that in order to help you develop your book, or take it and have it create an outline for your book so that you can go sit down and write it, or develop a piece of digital content that people can take with them. I think that that's super dope, and I've been able to leverage that myself. And if you're interested in checking out the Pocket Podcasting ebook, where I teach people how to podcast from their phones, then go ahead and either head over to blackfridayspod.com or shoot me an email at info@blackfridayspod.com, and I'll be sure to send you that ebook directly, free of charge. All right, so now that we have our list of 20 pieces of content that you can create from one video, what I want you to do is stop consistently starting from scratch. You don't have to always come up with a new idea to be present online, on social media, or any of these platforms. You can maximize the content that you already have, that you've already posted and put out there to the world. And just because it didn't get as many views as you wanted to on one platform's trash is another platform's treasure. So you want to be in as many places as possible, the ones that are relevant. That's important, because you don't want to be everywhere. If you're not a Pinterest brand, you don't need to be on Pinterest, but you do want to be present on as many platforms as possible. Repurposing your content will save you so much time and energy, and also will allow your creativity to flow faster and more freely. So what I want you to deeply consider is that whatever your content strategy is right now, some people are amazing at knocking it out in the short form content game, but I want you to start to consider long form. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there's a reason why streaming and the streaming culture is extremely successful right now in terms of long form, because not only are you able to consistently build that rapport with the audience and people spending time with you, but also you have the opportunity to create so many other pieces of content just from that one stream or that one video. So look, if you're looking for help with any of this, I'm developing a podcast creative community and I want you to join. because what we're going to be able to provide you is not only the skills that we talked about in this video, being able to leverage AI to develop systems around your content for your podcast, but you'll also have accountability and coaching in order to understand the best ways to develop a business-like structure around your platform to be able to create opportunities. So if you're interested, go ahead and hit the link below, www.blackfridayspod.com, and you can go to the podcast community tab and put in your information to sign up today. All right, that's all I got for y'all today. Grateful as always that you continue to tap in with the Black Fridays platform, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Peace.